Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show with Mike and T-Roy. T-Roy's in the house. Hello, buddy.
Hey, pal.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I've been better.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's something weird. I just started.
It's always something.
It's always something. I know. I feel like a dick. I come on here every day and it's like, woe is me. Look at my back. Look at my whatever. My back is still a major problem and it's killing me right now. I wanted to get through the show without taking anything. I feel like, when I do have some painkillers and I my doctor will give me like a couple weeks worth to get to the epidural or whatnot. Mm-hmm. I don't like the way I feel on the show doing them. So
a little hazy?
Yeah, a little bit. So it's like, you know what? I had some at like 8 o'clock this morning, just a couple. And normally I would take some like around now, the last couple for the day. And I'm like, no, I'm going to get through the show first. But over the last like hour and a half, I started breaking out in like hives. And I don't know why. I don't think I did anything different or ate anything different or I don't know. So you were nice enough to give me a couple. Well, you claim they're Benadryl. For all I know, they're fentanyl. I don't know. But.
Yeah. Well, they're not street drugs. They're legally packaged.
Yeah.
The Benadryl. I think that's the proper dosage for some hives.
Yeah. But it's making me yawn. My vision is a little squirrely. I feel puffy.
You just took them like 4 minutes ago.
No. I mean, just before these.
Oh, all right.
No, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, and I had a long day. The shower guy was here. Not a guy to shower with me.
Okay.
But
thanks for clarifying.
Yeah, installing the shower door down there. And my girl Holly was here. Our girl Holly, a designer. Who's
I haven't gotten to meet
out.
Holly yet. She's a daytime visitor.
You know what? And she's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
She really is. I mean, she's married with kids and all that, so she's it's not available. But yeah, I know, right? But she was here, and she was here for quite a while today. Going over everything and checking everything, and I was like, I kept looking at my watch.
Close it?
No.
Oh.
I kept looking at my faux watch. My wrist, like, Troy should be home in 30 minutes. He's never met her.
Yeah.
I know he wants to meet her.
You couldn't drag it out? Couldn't keep her here?
She had shit to do, what with family obligations and kids,
Crotch goblins.
But she's so great, and she's been a big help and
Sure.
going through everything and finishing things up. And then as soon as maybe it was her. Maybe it was her that made me break out in hives.
Maybe.
Because that's the only thing that's been different.
You allergic to hot chicks?
Maybe that's the thing. Yeah. Now that you mention
Allergic to ginger, are you?
Every time I'm around a beautiful woman, I break out in hives.
Do you?
No, but yeah, that would make sense.
That would be weird.
But anyway,
suck, wouldn't it?
Can you imagine?
Just start getting all itchy.
Would girls find that?
Got any more of them hot chicks?
Would girls find that like sort of endearing? Like, well, at least I know I'm a hot chick. He's breaking out in hives every time I'm around him. Whereas like some middle of the road average looking girl walks into the room and it's like,
yeah, like you're fine.
you're fine, and she's like, God damn it, girls are just running out of here bawling. He didn't even break out in hives when I walked into his house. So yeah, I'll blame Holly. Holly made me break out in hives today.
Okay,
I'll
maybe it was
just
her
say that.
perfume she was wearing.
I don't think she was wearing perfume necessarily. I didn't smell it anyways.
It's just her must.
Maybe it was just her. Is it musk or must?
Musk.
Must.
Yeah, musk.
Okay. I thought you said must.
Oh, I don't think so. I
Or
think
must?
it's musk.
Is that the female version of musk? Is must?
The must. It's the muffed.
So, anyways, not to drag on about that, but if you see me, if you're watching us on YouTube or Rumble or wherever you watch this show normally, and you see me itching my face or my butt or anything like that, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm hoping this fentanyl Benadryl you gave me kicks in. And,
Let's hope.
yeah.
Fingers crossed.
I'll be doing all right. Have you seen those rainbow fentanyl pills that are?
Nope. Haven't seen them.
I mean, not in person, but
Oh.
have you seen the news reports about it?
Something. Yeah. I mean, I think we looked them up one day.
They were like, yesterday I saw a story. Yeah, I mean, they look delicious. I mean, I have no interest in fentanyl, but looking at them, it looked like a bag of nerds or a bag of Smarties. And it's like, oh, I could go for a lot of those. They look amazing. So it's obviously geared towards children.
Like a Flintstone vitamin?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, they're just round with a little M print on them or something. And but they're apparently like super laced with fentanyl.
No F for fentanyl?
No, because they don't tell you they're fentanyl. That's the surprise. That's the genius there that lies in there with the fentanyl pills.
Yeah.
Is you think you're buying a nice 8-ball a blow.
Gotcha.
Damn it. Got me again with the fentanyl. How many times am I going to fall for this?
Still don't understand that, the whole concept of that.
Yeah. Well,
maybe
apparently,
it's highly addictive.
well,
maybe.
the weird thing is fentanyl's a real drug. Like fentanyl patches. Like there was some old lady I used to buy pain pills from 20 years ago. And she was like, "Do you want to buy my fentanyl patches?" I'm like, "I don't know what that is." But it was like a 3-day patch you just put on your arm, and it would just slowly drip into your system. And it was like a 72-hour
like a nicotine
pain
patch type thing.
Sort of,
Same
yeah.
thing with a time release.
Yeah. But now every story I read is about fentanyl and what a massive killer it is.
It's got to just be a cheap, synthetic drug to make.
Yeah, yeah.
basically.
They make it in China.
Yeah.
They ship it to Mexico, and then the Jalisco and the Sinaloa cartels bring it across the border. They don't give a shit about Americans dying. It's the number one killer of people 18 to 49 now.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's in, kids in college campuses are getting it. They think they're taking, what's the drug that helps you stay up all night and study?
Ritalin? No,
Well, one of those, yes, like that. Whether it's Ritalin or the other ones. So kids think they're taking that. They pop one of those, and then they're just dropping dead in their dorms. And it's like, he thought he was just taking.
Yeah, well, you just lost a customer. So
Yeah.
good for you.
They don't care.
It's a bad business strategy. That's all I'm saying.
But it's not, though. If you look at the history of China, they went through 400 years. Think about that. They went through a longer period of time than this country has been a country.
Oh, yeah, with their opioid
With the opioid crisis, right?
Yeah.
And it took them 400 years of shame to get through that to the other side. And they know the effects that an opioid crisis can have on a country. And so when you're trying to run down a country.
Is that why? I always wonder how, races sort of evolve. Were they just stoned for 400 years? Is that how it came
Are you
to
talking
be?
about their eyes?
Yeah.
So we're all gonna have Asian eyes.
Maybe. 400 years of being stoned.
Yeah.
Evolution, baby. That's
And
how-
they're such shame-filled people to begin with. Like if you bring shame and dishonor to the family,
yeah.
they'll behead you for that shit. And so yeah, it's like if you wanted to, Jin explained this to me once. My Chinese brother-in-law explained it to me that you can't think of China as a country. They are an empire, and they've been around thousands of years. So they are in this for the long haul as far as being the dominant empire or nation in the world. And that was laughed at 20 years ago. But now, they're on top of shit, and it's not looking good for us.
It is not.
We've created a country of pussies, and
Ain't that the truth?
yeah, it's bad, dude. There are not many honorable men and women left in this country. We're too busy bickering about
Started villainizing that toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
And now look where we are.
the death of men. Yeah, men. Just being a man in general is frowned upon. God, I'm just itching my
I
leg.
see that.
Damn it.
Like a junkie. They're looking for a
Right?
fix.
Come on, man.
You got any more
What am I?
picturing that
Bigums?
Chappelle?
Yeah. What is it? Tyrone Biggums?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Oh, man. Yeah. So I don't know, man. But that fentanyl stuff, it's crazy. I saw a story, and it was kind of clickbaity because they're like, fentanyl pills found inside Lego toys targeting kids. And I'm like, ooh, that's next level. If it looks like a little piece of candy and it's mixed in with, tiny little Lego pieces.
Yeah, right.
But all it was some bitch that got popped got pulled over, and she was stuffing bags of fentanyl stuff in a Lego box. So it was like, it's not really.
Not you're not buying it from the store like that.
Right, right. So she was, it could have just as easily been a milk carton.
Anything.
But it just happened to be like a Lego box or something.
Fentanyl found in vaginas.
Yeah. Check your vaginas before going in. You might just find fentanyl.
Prison locker.
Yeah, the prison locker. Anyway, how was your day, T?
Not
Better
bad.
than mine?
Actually, I had a fairly good day today.
Yeah?
Yeah, not bad. Nice. Weather was good.
Yeah.
Warm. Went out to breakfast. Just a nice treat for work.
Out to breakfast.
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
Yeah, it was a slow day. We had some time to kill, so we had
Where'd you guys go?
an off-site
McDonald's
meeting at a
or-
remote location.
Yeah?
Nah, a little restaurant down the street.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does
Had a
make for a nice
skillet.
day. A what?
A skillet.
What's it?
Yeah, like potatoes and eggs and shit all
Yeah,
cooked
veggies.
up together.
Good.
Yeah. Spinach even. It was a Popeye skillet I had.
Wow. Okay.
Look out.
All right. Yeah.
I'm eating good today.
Good boy. I like that. I have not. I had a sub.
Well, nothing wrong with sub.
Yeah. The way I had it, it's not awesome. But,
Okay.
whatever.
What you gonna do?
Oh, nothing.
These are choices you make, sir.
They are. They certainly are.
You had to order it.
Yeah, I actually ordered it for Richard, the guy that was working in the bathroom the other day. I bought him lunch and bought myself one, and so that was the other half.
Very nice of you.
Yeah. Kanye West continues to make waves, pissing people off. Did you see him and Candace Owens the other day at the fashion runway in Paris, the Yeezy fashion show?
No.
Wearing shirts that said "White Lives Matter."
Oh, I did. You know what? Yeah, I did. I caught a little glimpse of that. That was him and Candace that were doing that?
Yeah.
Interesting.
He has made comment about how Candace Owens is awesome, that she thinks for herself. She's not just going to dive into that box of like, oh, I'm black, so I have to believe this way.
Sure.
And I got to say, it's very, I think it's encouraging to see black people calling out Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Which is basically what this is.
Absolutely.
Candace has been doing it. She gets murdered. I think Candace is amazing.
Yeah, big fan.
Yeah.
I am a big fan.
Big fan. Have been for a long time. Smart woman.
Yeah. Easy on the eyes.
Oh, she's beautiful, isn't she? Yeah, she certainly is. And she married a white guy.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. English, too.
Oh.
Yeah.
A Brit, eh?
Yeah, she married a Brit.
Okay.
Some cracker-ass Brit.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
There was, yeah. But I think she spit out her second kid now.
Oh, it's ruined.
Yeah.
It's ruined.
That's gross, man. As Elvis would say, after a baby comes out of that thing, that's gross.
Yeah.
That's gross. Take it up with Elvis. Kanye West continued to defend his White Lives Matter apparel this week after unveiling it during his Yeezy fashion.
So this is his
Paris.
line?
Yeah.
Okay.
On Wednesday.
Just a shirt they were wearing.
That's what I thought at first, but it turns out, and it makes sense. Yeah. It's part of his
self-promotion.
Yeah. Wednesday, he posted a photo of a black sweatshirt with his line, from his line with White Lives Matter written in white on the back. The sweatshirt has a picture of Pope John Paul II on the front.
Okay.
Pope John Paul II, is that the dude that came to the Silverdome back in the day?
I think so, yeah. In the Pope Mobile?
Yeah.
With the big rolling dome?
Yeah.
I think that was Pope John Paul II. Yeah.
PJP2, right?
Yeah.
I think so, too. Here's my latest response when people ask me why I made a tee that says White Lives Matter, ... all caps.
I'm more curious of why the Pope's on the front, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And now the fucking rocker Pope. Now you got to go back to
Frank,
PJP
who used to be a
bouncer.
Bouncer, yeah. Black leather jacket and shit. Hilarious.
It's a Black Sabbath shirt.
Yeah, I think that guy's gone and there's a new Pope. There's a new papal.
Is there?
I think so.
Oh.
Since Frank, the bouncer. But Pope John Paul, I mean, if you're talking about white lives,
yeah,
I guess you can't get much more white than the Pope and his white robe and his white giant hat.
That is pretty true.
So maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. But he says, when people ask me why I made a tee that says White Lives Matter,
oh, it's still the same Pope. ...
all caps, they do. As in, white lives do matter.
They do.
Which is something we've all said, but we're not allowed to say that.
No.
Racist.
Yes. You can't
all
lives matter is racist. Yeah.
It's not, but I understand what you're saying.
Exactly.
So what did you find there about the papal? It's the same one? What's his name?
Yeah, Frank.
Yeah?
Yeah, same dude.
Francis what?
I don't know.
They just say Frank?
Just says Francis. Yeah.
Pope Francis.
Yeah.
He's the same one. Who was the German one that...
Settle down, Francis.
Yeah. Who was the German one before that? That was kind of weird.
Let's see.
Not that it matters.
It certainly does not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was around that time they were giving out sainthood. They were sainting people. And I'll never forget when I Googled like what it takes to become a saint. And their definition of it is you have to have performed 2 miracles.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And it's like, well, they performed 2 miracles. They're a saint.
That's it.
And then one of the miracles for this latest
Benedict.
Yeah, Benedict.
Yeah.
I didn't trust that guy at all.
Yep.
Benedict I had a problem with.
Yeah.
Just the way he looked. There was something shady about him. But yeah, one of the miracles that the Saint Peter or whatever, when they sainted this guy, one of the miracles was this woman had cancer and she prayed. He was already dead, by the way.
Oh.
Okay, the guy that was being sainted, the last one, Peter, whatever it was, he was dead. She went to his grave and prayed about not having, or not even at his grave, just prayed to Peter or whatever to help her with her cancer, blah, blah, blah. And then it went in remission.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
So they gave him credit for the miracle, even though he was dead. I was like, all right.
Post-mortem.
Hold on. That doesn't sound like a miracle to me.
No.
You know,
no.
if you want to talk about the, what was it, the Motor City or the Music City miracle, that kickoff return in the playoffs, Tennessee, like that's a miracle.
That is.
Okay, that was kind of a miracle.
Yeah.
But give me a break. To a dead guy, your cancer goes in remission. He gets credit for the miracle? I think not.
You know, there was a. I was going through these list of popes here. John Paul had a good run, 78 to 2005, almost 10,000 days. He was the pope.
Wow. So that is the one that came to the dome.
Yeah.
Silverdome.
78 to 2005. Your boy Benny was 2005 to 2013, and then we all know Frank's the one. But interestingly enough, before John the Deuce was servant of God John Paul I.
Okay.
Not to be confused with John Paul II.
Right.
He served 33 days
33 days?
as the Pope. Yep.
Why? What happened?
I have no idea. It doesn't give me
Is there
information.
some diddling scandal we should know about?
I don't know. Yeah, he was.
So that was PJP 1?
Yeah.
Was
yep.
33 days?
33 days.
Wow.
Yeah. Everybody else has had a pretty good run. Shortest one. There's a.
Yeah, they run them into the ground.
Yeah.
They wait till they die and then they do the smoke thing.
Yeah, you get down, get deep. There's some oddballs back in there in the 1605. A dude, Leo the 11th did a 26-day stint as the Pope.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That would have been a bad time.
Urban the 7th. 12 days.
12 days?
12 days. Well,
Yeah, they were a powerful
fuck up?
group back then. They
How
were
you gotta
super
fuck
powerful.
up to only be a 12-day Pope? What do you got to do there?
Die?
Marcellus II, 22 days. That's
Yeah.
it. You died 12 days into your.
I don't know.
Your
I mean,
papalhood?
why else? I mean, back then
don't-
you could actually fuck children and no one cared.
Yeah, I
So
don't
like,
know.
what would you do in the 1600s? All I can think is you got poped at 30 years old and you died at 31.
That's crazy. There's no way.
Yeah.
Because even like this is a weird stretch. Gregory the 14th had 315 days, and then went into Urban the 7th, had 12 days, and then went into Innocent the 9th.
What's he hiding?
I don't know.
Yeah, they call me Innocent.
He was born in
my name is Innocent.
he was born in Bologna, the Papal States, and he did 62 days.
Really?
Yeah, so that's like less than 400 days total in 3 straight popes.
Wow.
It's like a
But it doesn't tell you why.
no. I mean, I could
That's-
dig deeper into it, I suppose.
Yeah.
And there's been a few Innocents. There's Innocent the 10th,
Yeah, those guys are hiding something. Anyone that declares their name
Innocent
is
the
innocent,
12th, Innocent the 13th. We've had
Yeah.
a lot of innocent popes.
I'd imagine there's an
Wink,
11,
wink.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 as well.
I don't see any guilty popes,
Yeah, they're all guilty,
Right.
Especially the innocent ones.
right? Pope Diddler the 4th.
Oh God! All right, back to Kanye West. So he also posted an interview with Professor Tatish M. Nateta, who said West is not alone among Black Americans in his feelings about Black Lives Matter movement, the Black Lives Matter movement, but also claimed his actions could cause harm, calling it a white supremacist mantra. How is White Lives Matter a white supremacist mantra? Was White Lives Matter even a thing until Black Lives Matter?
Well, obviously. That's why you had to say Black Lives Matter.
No, you didn't.
No,
but I know what you mean.
Yes. No, not that I'm aware of.
How is that a hate slogan?
Anything is if you say it is.
Yeah, I
That's all it
guess.
takes these days.
Yeah, that's
just,
true.
Just put it out into the ether and see what happens.
So, along with a photo of the article, Kanye wrote, "Black academics are on my side." The rapper has faced widespread criticism over the White Lives Matter slogan. The Anti-Defamation League called it a hate slogan, citing its use by the KKK. So you're telling me that the KKK, I mean, we're not talking about current day KKK, right? You'd have to, like, the KKK hasn't been relevant
I could
in
see that still
forever.
being their slogan, just for the record.
White Lives Matter?
I could see, I could
I
see
can't.
that being the Klan slogan, of course.
White lives matter. That would assume at some point someone was saying that white lives do not matter.
Yeah.
And so then they would have to declare that white lives do in fact matter. That doesn't seem like if you said white lives are supreme, I could see that being a Klan model.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean? But White Lives Matter doesn't seem like it at all. Glad we got to hear from Jaden Smith. Will's son reportedly left the show. He was so bothered by seeing White Lives Matter as a slogan, he had to duck out. He just couldn't be there anymore.
Well,
He posted a series of...
he'll be missed.
Yeah, he will. He posted some bullshit. No one cares. He's got his defenders, too. Sean Diddy Combs, good friend of mine.
Yeah.
You know, obviously.
Of course.
Well, I met him. Called West a super free thinker and said his clothing line has been misconstrued. Candace Owens appeared at the show on Monday and wore a White Lives Matter shirt as well.
It says here Antonio Brown came to his defense as well.
Ooh, that's not good. Did he really?
Yeah. Like, you know what? Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah. That's not so good. Yeah.
Hey, TDC's original sponsor, Zott Ford and Holly, is now taking custom orders for new 2023 models. And when you order, you're still going to lock in that $1,000 rebate plus 2.9% APR financing with your order. Plus, Zott Ford's military trifecta is back. So if you're an active or retired military, a veteran, first responder, or medical professional, and you buy, lease, or order a new ride, you're going to save an additional $1,000 above all the other incentives. Plus, if you're sick of your current lease, let Gabar and the team waive up to 2 payments and get you out of that lease early. Finally, your friends at Zott have a pretty decent amount of cars, trucks, and SUVs in stock ready to go home with you today, so do not delay. Get details and check out their delightful inventory at dealsinthed.com and tell them we sent you.
Very good. And Steven, we need some new reads.
Yep.
I just want to put that out there. I will email him later because it is a new month.
It is a new month.
He's usually Johnny on the spot.
October.
If you thought I was done with Black Lives Matter, you would be sorely mistaken.
Oh, sorry. Did I interrupt?
No. It's a different story, unrelated.
Okay.
But what I like is black people coming out, whether it's Candace Owens, Kanye West, Sean Combs, whoever else. And here's another one, Adam B. Coleman. He is the author of Black Victim to Black Victor.
ABC.
Adam B. Coleman. Yeah. Good call.
1, 2, 3, ABC, BBD, the East Coast family.
So he says the outrage mob can't really be mad at Kanye West for speaking out. They should be mad at themselves for ignoring an outrageous controversy for so long. On Monday, as only he could, Kanye exposed the rank emptiness of Black Lives Matter.
Yep.
Pictures showing him and Candace Owens and models at the Paris Fashion Show wearing White Lives Matter t-shirts. Tuesday, Kanye stoked outrage, posting, "Everyone knows that Black Lives Matter was a scam. Now it's over. You're welcome." Is he wrong? Not really. He's doing two things at once. He's poking at the idea of highlighting one race over another when, as a self-professed Christian, he believes we're all one and the same. And he's going after the executives who took a notion that every human being agrees on Black Lives Matter and politicized it for their own gain.
Ooh, yeah.
After all, more than 2 years after George Floyd, what has BLM really done for black people? I would say
Bought
this.
some mansions.
Yeah. Welcome to the party, pal. Because Troy and I have been talking about this for a couple of years now.
Sure.
We've detailed at great length the harm that Black Lives Matter has done. Now, as a couple of white schmucks, no one cares what we have to say about
I
it.
don't even think we're allowed to discuss it.
Well, we are, because we don't care. But I'm glad to see people going, yeah, what have they done? Go ahead. I'll wait. Document what they've done. It's long past time we confront that question because too many Americans never took the time or had the space to come up with an answer. It was easier and socially safer to simply accept the assertion that black lives don't matter in America.
Well, to that defense, in a little bit, you just couldn't say anything against it. You got squashed. You got the outrage came. You were just labeled as a racist,
Right.
if you said anything against it. So it was easier just to, all right, fuck them, let them go, I guess.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, how does the saying go? Every movement,
A cause becomes
a cause becomes a movement, becomes a scam.
Yep.
Something along those lines, which is exactly what you saw this do. I remember Mark Lamont Hill, absolute racist. I used to watch him on CNN a lot, and he's a professor at Georgetown or something in African American studies. He used to be more kind of level-headed before he got the opportunity to just be flat out bold-faced racist about everything. And he made a comment when Black Lives Matter first started, and people were like, they were still comfortable enough saying, we believe Black Lives Matter and all lives matter. And then they'd get booed from the crowd like, what did I say? What did I say? What's wrong with all lives matter? You know what I mean? And all lives matter became a horribly racist thing. And Mark Lamont Hill said, here's what white people need to understand. Black Lives Matter, it's like, of course, all lives matter. But what Black Lives Matter is pointing out is that there's a house on fire, and that's what matters right now. So by saying all houses matter, yes, I understand, but this house is on fire. Can we address this one right now? And we don't have to all acknowledge and go, oh yeah, of course all houses matter. Well, the one on fire is the one that matters right now. And what he was comparing it to is Black Lives Matter and saying, we're the ones that are on fire right now with the police brutality, which is so blown out of proportion, but whatever. If you believe that, that's what his point was. I thought it was a fair, legitimate
It's actually
point.
a pretty good analogy.
Early on, you know, our house is on fire. That's what we need to address. So at this current time, we don't want to hear all lives matter.
Right.
Even though we all acknowledge yes, of course they do. But since then, it's turned into the racket, right? What started out as a cause that got millions and millions of people, not even just Americans, but globally, to donate to this phenomenon, especially after George Floyd.
Oh, yeah.
And then it was like, okay, the point behind it initially was since America won't help black communities, and that's a fair argument. You can make that argument and go, the inner city schools are garbage. They have been for 60, 80 years. And nobody seems to care or do anything about it. Where's the lotto money going? How come these kids are going to school with dilapidated conditions, with fucking roof leaks in every classroom, outmoded and outdated materials? Why is that happening and no one seems to give a shit? That's fair. So Black Lives Matter, on its face, if you're not going to look out for us or help us out, we're going to help ourselves out. Fine. But did they do that?
Yeah. But how did you help?
How did you help the black community?
Yes.
It's only recently now that our nation's racial blood pressure has eased enough that we've become healthy enough to challenge the movement we previously glorified. But at the time, millions cowered, bent the knee, marched in protest, planted BLM lawn signs, and they donated. Many were well-meaning, but that only goes so far. If Americans cared enough to donate, shouldn't they also care about how that money was spent? From 2020 to 2021, the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation accumulated around $90 million in donations.
Holy shit.
A substantial amount of that money was spent on everything except poor black people. Tax filings show that $32 million was invested in stocks. More than $37 million was spent on consultants, real estate, and private jets. $6 million of that went to purchasing that Studio City, California home, the mansion where BLM founder Patrisse Cullors partied with friends, threw that birthday party for her son. All illegal.
Yeah.
26 grassroots BLM chapters are now suing and alleging that the executives running BLM stole money meant for them. Where's the outrage over that? Instead, the anger is directed at Kanye. In a way, that's understandable. The slogan that had a monetary hold over our collective social conscience was now being openly mocked, and worse, for the social justice warriors who pledged their allegiance to BLM, it was being done by black people. While it is not my personal taste to publicly troll Black Lives Matter, I understand that it's an attempt to highlight the absurdity of it all. Of course, if Black Lives Matter, then white lives matter. All races and lives matter. But BLM instead maximized on a guilt-ridden population for a centuries-old stain on a country and reaped the rewards instead of passing on all the benefits to the population they claim they were fighting for. While pretending they're above the fray, many of the BLM team were really just all for themselves. Americans were abruptly asked if Black Lives mattered to them. Has anyone ever asked, did Black Lives matter to Black lives? Yeah, some of us have asked that question for a long, long time. You know, again, welcome to the conversation.
Better late than never.
Yes, that's true. Do they care about Black lives when they fundraise on behalf of dead ones and spend it on themselves? Ooh,
Shots fired.
That's a shot. That hurts. That hurts.
Yeah.
Do they care about Black lives when they never refuted their brand being used to destroy black majority neighborhoods in multiple riots nationwide? Do they care about Black lives when they take donations meant to help black people and place that money into Wall Street's hands? Bernie Madoff gave better returns to his investors than Black Lives Matter did to black Americans. This organization helped change the real narrative, equality, and turned it into one all about equity, all the while ruining the image of black Americans by portraying us as fearful of a statistic improbability of being killed by cops. Thank you. Yes.
They said the quiet part out loud.
Yes. Well, it's a black guy saying it, so people can't just ignore him. They can't call him a white supremacist.
Yeah. I mean, and that's who should be mad about this.
Yeah.
The black community.
Yeah. You know, there's a weird thing. He wraps it up. The bosses of Black Lives Matter do not care about black lives, just their own.
Hey, that's the truth.
The problem is, you know, when so many people don't understand when you have shit go down in an inner city neighborhood and everyone knows the black guy that did it, that murdered, you know, a kid or whoever, and the women won't turn the guy in. The women know who did it, but they won't cooperate with police, and people they're pulling their hair out angry at that. But if you hear the black women talk about it, they'll tell you that we know as black women, we know just how much shit our black brothers have taken, how degraded they've been, how mistreated they've been, and we're not going to add to that. It goes against everything in our being to turn them in, and you can sort of understand that.
Yeah.
If that's how you feel, if like every time you've seen your black child grow up, boy, or your brother be harassed or fucked with, whatever the circumstances may be. You know, there's right and wrong on both sides, obviously.
Of course.
But, you know, you can kind of understand how that works. Because to people like you and I, if we see something go down in our neighborhood, you know, where it's like, hey, man, that guy's a real piece of shit at the end of my street. I just saw him, you know, carjack my neighbor's car. You wouldn't hesitate to call the police and turn that guy in.
Nope.
You wouldn't think twice about it.
Absolutely not.
You know, whereas for them, it's a different story.
Well, but is that really benefiting them?
No.
Is that benefiting their community?
No.
So I can
that is
understand
a
the principle.
strong no.
I can understand the principle sort of behind it of protecting your own.
Yeah.
But what are you protecting? You know, if you're trying to protect
And at
your,
whose
preserve
cost
your
and benefit.
community, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's actually a detriment. You know, not everybody.
Yeah.
Of course, there's extenuating circumstances, but there's a lot of just pieces of shit out
Yeah.
there in every community of every race.
Yeah.
So it's not just like.
Here's the thing, though. Nobody will tell you they're a piece of shit. Nobody. Nobody thinks they're a piece of shit. Even if they are
You say it all the time.
that I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the exception.
Oh, okay. You said nobody. I just wanted to clarify.
Most people, they can be, like, on paper, like, first ballot Hall of Famer piece of shit.
Right.
They don't know it, though. Their family doesn't really know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of defending that goes on. There's a lot of excuses that are made.
Well,
You know?
I think they still know it.
Well,
just
I
don't
always
wanna
talk about
admit
gangbangers when they're always
Oh, jeez.
not gangbangs.
Oh.
Talking about gangs, and it's
okay.
like, you know,
Say, geez.
so
Judge.
this kid was picked up and he shot 10 members of a rival gang member, and then they get mom on TV and she's like, he's the sweetest boy that ever lived. I don't know what you're talking about. This is bullshit. He's being fucking run up on blah blah blah. It's like, well, you don't get to see what a monster is. He doesn't come into your house acting like a fucking gangbanger.
Right.
He comes to your house, your mom, and you're making his favorite fucking dinner.
Yep.
Like, he doesn't come in all hot with a bandana and just blowing off rounds.
Right.
You don't get to see that
Shooting
side
up
of
the
it.
house.
You're right. So, you know, yeah, of course, mom only sees
Well,
the good
Mom
in
will
him.
always say that.
Yeah. Mom, not mine. My mom wouldn't.
Oh, she'll defend you
No.
to her deathbed.
No. My mom will absolutely say when I'm being a piece of shit.
Sure.
Well, yours? Yeah. Yours will too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she knows deep down I'm a good boy.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
I'm a good
He's
boy.
a very good boy. My mom knows that too, but
I put her through some shit, but
yeah, we both
overall
have.
she knows.
Yeah. Yeah. The guy that stormed the field, that was in Santa Clara, the 49ers-Rams game,
Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Did you know that was an activist?
I assumed there was something written. That wasn't just a stunt. I saw there was something written on his shirt or whatever,
Yeah.
and he had the smoke bomb going off.
pink
Big
smoke
pink
bomb.
smoke bomb. Yeah.
There were two, by the way. There was a woman
Okay.
who jumped in first and got tackled by security.
Immediately.
Like, come on,
What?
girl.
Exactly.
Sweetheart, seriously. I know you best of intentions, But, you know,
Jump the rail and turn an angle.
Go
down.
She barely got one high heel over the rail before security went, all right, fuck off. Come here. You're coming with us. But the other guy stormed the field. Do we have video of it?
I think we do.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And he was smoked by Bobby Wagner.
I know this.
And I heard he was knocked out cold.
I don't think I didn't.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't know that that's true either. But I saw he's filing charges.
Go ahead.
There we go. I had to flip it over.
This pisses me off, by the way. I think the days of when it's like
What was filming in fucking portrait?
no, not that.
Oh.
The fact that the league won't show these, like show you a replay or anything.
Well,
we have
they
to
don't
get,
want to glorify.
No,
it.
I understand that, but they've been doing that for 20 years now.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to show them anymore. They used to. They used to show the streaker, and
Yep.
some guy would deck him. Jack Ham would give him a fucking clothesline or something.
Yep.
It was great. These are going to happen from time to time. Sure. It doesn't feel like we get more of these now than we used to.
No, I don't think so. But if you do start glorifying it and showing it, especially when they have something to say or a slogan on their shirt or whatever their cause is, as opposed to just somebody that's just being a drunken idiot.
Yeah.
Then you will see an increase in them. I can guarantee it. If you start actually showing them on TV, and giving them that exposure, you'll start seeing it.
You know what doesn't happen, though?
You'll start seeing it more and more with the...
These players don't get in trouble, though, when they fucking light these guys up.
They shouldn't.
No, of course not. When they smoke these guys, so just like, I'm trying to get my message out there about pink pussy hats or whatever, and then when that guy gets fucking smoked, I don't care if it's a girl or a boy.
Nope. Hey.
Smoke them. And one of them breaks their neck because they get hit by a real man at full speed, and they don't see it coming.
They fucked around and found out.
They fucked around and found out. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, what's the difference if the security guys tackles them or whatever? They're getting chased. It always ends in them going down.
Yeah.
So
very rarely do they get out of there. I make it from one side.
Very rarely. I love when the players do it. You know what? You're in my space. You're in my house.
Yeah. And they never get in trouble for it.
No, they
so
shouldn't.
you know what? This is the time when you can lead with the crown of your helmet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Head to head.
There's no flag for this one.
Knock 6 teeth out of one of these guys, and then the next asshole that thinks he's going to go out with a pink smoke bomb and be cute and run around with his little, Save the Animals T-shirt, and he loses 6 teeth and breaks a fucking jaw and has his mouth wired shut for the next 6 weeks. Maybe then he'll think twice about. Maybe I don't go on a Gladiators home field and think I'm special.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what you need to have happen.
Stay away from the sideline here, pal. Why don't you just run it right down the middle? When the teams are on the sidelines here, you could have run it right down the center.
Who was it Urlacher that did that? One guy got close to midfield or something. I think it was Urlacher maybe that laid someone out.
There's been a few.
Here's the thing, though, and why these guys will never get in trouble for this. Because Bobby Wagner does not know if this guy has a knife in his sock,
has no idea.
gun in his waistband,
Nope.
if he's strapped with explosives. He doesn't fucking know.
He doesn't belong there.
He doesn't belong there at all.
All I have to say is I felt threatened.
Absolutely. Can you imagine if everyone was like, let's just have security corner him, and then the guy detonated himself? He was wearing an underwear bomb, or whatever.
Yeah.
No, man. No, you knocked that guy clean out. He doesn't belong there.
I'm sure he can't push that button.
I would think the same thing if I just waltz onto a fucking hockey rink while a professional hocky game's going on.
Oh, you're going to eat board.
I'd hope they would plant me through the boards. You don't know.
No.
You don't know what I have in my hands, what I don't.
I have no idea what your intentions are.
So let's see. We've got a
I know this is so bad.
portrait mode, but
Okay.
it is exciting for the crowd, though.
Yeah, they're always rooting for him. I mean, I don't know if they're rooting for him to get away or rooting to get drilled. Oh, Bobby.
Bobby Wagner. Lined him up.
Yeah. See, now, this is... You don't get a good look at it here. There's other videos of this, that are way that you can... it comes in and just drills him.
Yeah.
But I want to see if you can see it from here, because there's another angle to where...
You know what? I was looking at videos, but a lot of them, Troy had like a news.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want this.
No,
this was just a video that had
right
it.
before Bobby gets him, there's a lineman, 90-something that's right here. He puts out the most half-ass, pathetic trip attempt.
Really?
It's disappointing. There's a video from the sideline.
You want to try and find it while I read the article details?
Sure, let's do that.
Because you sort of alluded to it a second ago, but this guy is suing now.
Yeah.
Hilarious. So the fan that stormed the field at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, has filed a police report for assault after he was leveled by the Rams. Bobby Wagner's a linebacker. So the fan went to the Santa Clara Police Department after the game to file charges after he was flattened by Bobby Wagner. Santa Clara Police Lieutenant Chong Feng.
You got this turned down?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I do now.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, T. He confirmed to multiple publications that this was an ongoing investigation, and because of that, info on the case was going to be limited for the time being. The suspect was waving a device that emitted pink smoke while he ran on the field. The second suspect, a woman, also attempted to run out of the field, and she didn't get very far. She was, as they say, very unsuccessful. She was immediately stopped by security. Immediately.
Right.
Of course she was. You're not doing justice to any women out there, sweetheart. Nice try.
No.
Your pink smoke bomb didn't even make it on TV. You didn't even get tackled by a man. The suspect ran from one side of the field to the other side while he was being chased by security. Wagner is seen demolishing the suspect. I feel like he could have done a better job of
He definitely could.
him.
Yeah, he didn't really lay the line. He took him out.
He did.
He eliminated the threat, but he didn't lay the wood.
It's too bad because unless you've been around actual NFL players, unless you've stood next to them, unless you've been on the sidelines and seen them at full speed, you can't fathom the speed with which and the power with which these grown-ass men operate.
Absolutely.
Right? You've been there, T. I've been there, and you see them. There is such a huge difference between being 5 rows up in the stands and standing on the sideline.
That's very true.
It's indescribable when you get them at eye level and seeing just how fucking fast and powerful these guys
NBA's
are.
like that too.
Yeah.
If you're ever like courtside for a game,
Yeah.
really seeing the size and the speed. I mean, even just being 10 rows up, it just doesn't do it justice. But when you're right there watching, you're like, oh, damn, Christ.
These aren't even human.
Right.
So, we all know where Bobby's intentions were, and I support Bobby Wagner. Sean McVay said, the Rams head coach. That's where I'm at with it. I don't think anybody would disagree. Wagner said that he could not focus on the matter. It's behind me. Can't really focus on it. More concerned about the security guard that was hurt trying to chase him and the people that was, we don't know what that is, and you just got to do what you got to do. You just never know. You never know. Like, people run on the field for no reason sometimes, and again, I'm pretty sure it's going to keep happening, but you never know what that person got in their pocket.
Ask Monica Seles about that.
Huh?
Ask Monica Seles.
There you go. There you go. For those that don't know, Google Monica Seles stabbed.
Yeah, just on the side of a fucking tennis match, and dude jumps down the court and stabs
her in the back. She's got a knife sticking out of her back. She's never the same player again.
So here, I found the video. Nothing's going to happen with that, by the way.
No.
They'll go, oh, yeah, we'll look into it. Fuck off.
Yeah. He's 100% right. Can you imagine if that dude had a knife in his hand and stabbed one of the players?
Oh, yeah.
Or stabbed one of the linesmen or one of the security guards. And then the story would be, you know, you 10 guys on the sideline were standing right there. Why didn't you knock his fucking head off? Why'd you let him run around for 3 minutes before stabbing someone? Like, you can't win.
No, you can't. So this was that...
the Manning cast?
The Manning cast or whatever it is, Peyton and Eli.
Great bit.
So they got into it. That was.
SNL.
Yeah, I enjoyed
Not
that.
great, but it was good.
It was
that guy's Peyton Manning is good.
Yeah. All right, so here's the other angle of it.
But the B team, we should be able to show that. See, that's here you go. Oh, yeah, there he is. There he is. Yes. Oh, yes. That's what we're talking about.
But my point here.
Yeah, they're happy.
Of course, they know. They know. They've been on the field, right?
Yeah.
But now watch right. Let's see. I can probably do it like this to get you. Look at 91 right here.
No.
Look at 91.
Is that a
right
tripping?
Here.
No.
Look at 91 right here. Look at him. Look at that effort. Look at that effort.
God.
He almost took 50 out trying to go get him. Trip your own guy. But look at that. That's what I picked up on this. I was like, dude, that is the most half-assed trip attempt.
He's not within 6 yards of the guy.
That's as bad as that dude, the lineman that dove after the guy last week.
Yeah.
5 yards, but just to make it look good. But here, we'll watch him get smoked one more time. But yeah, look at that pathetic leg.
I think number 50 interferes with Bobby Wagner. I think Bobby Wagner is lining this dude up.
Here you go. Oh, yeah. There he is. There he is.
Boom.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
You got to lead with the crown of your helmet. Take that dude's face apart.
Veteran, right? Get him down. Now get out and let these guys take over.
There you go, with that pink smoke fuming out of there.
Does he really think he's got a lawsuit here?
No. He's
What
just
a joke.
Just an attempt. And if anything else, it's probably just a tactic to try and get his charges dropped.
Yeah.
You know.
No, keep the charges.
Of course.
You know, I'm tired of these activists. This dude was protesting, and the girl who got caught immediately.
What was their point?
They were protesting about the conditions. We probably shouldn't even say.
No, it's
because
fine.
it kind of goes. It was something about the conditions of a pig farm or something. The treatment of pigs.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so I think they kidnapped a couple piglets,
All right.
and then went out there with pink smoke to get their point across.
If they were smart, they would have released 3 pigs into the stadium, greased pigs, and numbered them 1, 2, and 4.
And I'm sorry, pigs. I know they say they're smart. They're very cute, the little piglets, but god damn it, are they the most tasty food on planet
Delicious.
Earth? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, pigs. I'm so sorry.
There's not a lot of ass that I want to eat. Pig's ass.
Yeah.
Fucking delightful.
Delightful. It's so
Nice
good.
smoked pork butt.
Yeah. I mean, we were making, when I was in Arizona with Marshall and G and Amanda, the warden, Amanda was making these like brown sugar glaze on bacon, throwing them in the oven. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Candied bacon or something?
What do they call
Oh. And Marshall and I would just eat this shit a pound at a time.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, I'm sorry pigs are so delicious. You want to have a protest like that with fish? I'm all in. I'm in. Like the whole scaly thing, like
Delightful.
the whole, everything about fish sucks.
So good.
But pigs, I mean, I wish they'd kill them humanely, but oh, they're so delicious.
You didn't get my thing, the number them 1, 2, and 4?
2 in the pink and 1 in the steak.
No, you release 3 pigs, but you number them put numbers on them 1, 2, and 4.
So you think there's a
And
third?
there's always
out there?
looking for the third, thinking there's a fucking missing pig.
Yeah,
It's genius.
it's not bad.
It's genius.
It's not bad. I like that. Hey, it's not just in America where we shoot people for no reason.
No?
No.
Well, you would think so.
Thailand. I wouldn't think of Thailand as a big.
Well, you get yourself a ladyboy.
Yeah.
You might get shot.
Someone
Get a little
sent
Thai
us something,
surprise.
by the way. Someone sent us like a documentary on Buchabuchi. Is it Buchibachi?
Buchabazi, I think.
Buchabazi.
Yeah.
About the Afghans fucking little boys, right?
Yeah.
That's
That's their tradition.
what do they call them? Something boys.
Fuck boys.
Yeah, basically that, but they call it something else. Our Marine buddies have told us all about it.
Yeah.
And but there's like a documentary about it, so we'll have to look into that. I didn't
Nope,
click
I'm
on
good.
it. Well, I'd like to see the story, the backstory behind it.
I pretty much get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to blow out the pussy, so they fuck little boys.
Is that what it is? They don't want to blow out the pussy, so you ruin a kid?
I think they just whatever. It's like the woman's just for procreation or whatever. So
What
if
a
you really want to
waste.
just
What a
if you want to just
waste.
blow a load, you need a little boy to do it, not your old lady in her
Yeah.
tablecloth.
I guess if that was your if that was your thought, like okay, fine, do it with what are they, goats? They fuck too?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Not sheep, but goats.
There's probably sheep too, but
So how did you wrangle in and the whole idea that our sons, let's wait till they're like 7 and then rape them like continuously for years?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, I guess if all 7-year-old, 8-year-old boys go through that, it's just kind of a rite of passage.
Yeah, right. It's like Cub Scouts over there.
Yeah, we blows.
yeah, you do.
Fired police officer in Thailand, facing drug charges. Okay, so he's fired. He's facing drug charges. So
Already been fired or fired
Yeah.
for this offense?
Oh no, he'd been fired.
Okay,
So he
gotcha.
decided to go off
An
the deep
ex-police
end.
officer.
He slaughtered at least 38 people.
Oh, damn.
It's quite a fucking head count, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Including at least 24 children
Oh, Jesus.
in a rampage Thursday at a Thailand daycare center.
Oh, you fucking dick.
Yeah,
You fucking dick.
yeah.
God, I hate that.
I know, right? Before killing himself too.
Ah, man,
Which,
it's too good. It's too good for you.
Yeah.
You don't.
There was
bring that dude back to life so he
Yeah.
can be tortured.
frantic. I know it seems so final. It's like you can't have a court, you can't have a trial. There's nothing you can do. It's like the guy responsible killed himself. So sorry about all your dead loved ones,
Yep.
but he's dead too. See you later. You know?
God, I hate the fucking preying on kids, man.
Yeah.
That really bums me out when people.
Even in Thailand?
Yeah, kids are kids, man.
Okay. I didn't know.
Hey, Thai lives matter.
Thai lives matter? Mm-hmm. Okay. The gunman stormed the facility at the Na Klang district of Nong Biu Lim Phu.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I think, province, just after noon, opened fire. Then he stabbed multiple people before fleeing in a white pickup truck. Victims were reportedly as young as 2 years old.
Oh, good.
Big, tough guy. Yeah. I would like to...
It's been a pretty good shot.
Huh?
It's been a pretty good shot. 2-year-old Thai kid's probably pretty little.
Yeah, probably is. Good point. Mm-hmm. I don't know how far away he was. He's just going door to door. And
yeah.
I would like to express my deepest condolences to the families of the lost and injured. Thai Prime Minister Prayuth Chan-o-cha said in a statement to Facebook. I have ordered the commander, police on the ground for immediate legal action and all involved parties to intervene to provide immediate recovery to all affected people. Does that sound like a broken English statement there? Like
probably a little
lost
lost in translation, I think.
That didn't make any sense to me. No. I have ordered Commander Police Underground for immediate legal action and all involved parties to intervene to provide immediate recovery to all affected people. The guy's dead. What are you talking about?
Yeah, there's no. I don't know if that's better or worse for people. I mean, as far as like closure, would you be happier that he's dead immediately? I mean, you're not happy about the situation at all, but the 32 people died, regardless. What's the best scenario there? That he dies.
But yeah, I know what you're saying.
Or the police kill him. Or he gets convicted and serves life in prison, or he gets convicted and is executed.
Okay, that's a great point.
What's the best scenario?
Well, worst case scenario, he kills himself.
Okay.
That's the worst.
Well, he's still dead.
No. Worst case, he gets to do it on his terms.
Right.
Now, if he's lit up by 10 cops, that's better than him killing himself.
Is that better than him spending life in prison?
Well, no. I think if you kill 38 people and 24 children, including 2-year-olds.
I don't know what Thai rules are, man. I don't know if they have a death penalty over there. Who knows?
Well, you've got a Google machine. Let's find out. THAI. Does Thailand have the death penalty? I bet they do for weed offenses.
Yeah, maybe. Right.
You know what I mean? So I imagine if you murder 24 children, they could kill you for that.
I'm not ISIS, by the way. You don't have to tell me how to spell fucking Thai.
Sorry. It's just habit.
I know.
It's just habit. The suspect, 24 of the dead were children, 2 teachers, and a police officer also among those killed. The suspect, identified in reports as a 34-year-old police officer, was recently fired. So there were 22 children and 2 adults killed inside the building, but the suspect continued to shoot people as he fled the scene. He then drove to his home where he killed his wife, son, and then himself.
Holy shit.
Yeah, this guy's a real piece of shit.
Yeah.
Photos and videos on social media showed rooms in the daycare center. They actually showed this, smeared with blood, as horrified family members could be heard sobbing outside the building. It is not known how many survived the attack. God,
they do have the death penalty.
They do.
Yep. I don't know if it gives you a list of actionable offenses, but they do have the death penalty. It says they're slowly moving away from the death penalty, however.
No, not too slowly. Well, they killed this guy anyways.
Yeah, we didn't get the option.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I mean, it's probably different for everybody, I suppose, of what their perfect situation would be. In that.
Wait, say that again?
Of the victims' families, how they would want.
Oh, they'd want to beat him personally, beat him to death. Like honestly, dude, if you dropped off your girls at daycare when they were 8,
I know, but that's not the option.
No, but if you given the option, like what would they prefer? They'd prefer to beat the shit out of you with their bare hands.
Of course, he would.
Like in that situation only.
I understand that, but that's not the options I gave. Either
You didn't
kills
give me
himself.
options.
Yeah, he did. Kills himself. The cops kill him. He goes to prison for life, or goes to prison and is executed. Those are the 4. Gets the death.
Goes to
penalty.
prison and executed is best.
Okay.
Killed by the cops is second best. Goes to prison for life is third best. Kills himself is worst.
All right.
That's my opinion.
That's fair.
Do you have a different order?
no. I mean, that's probably it.
I wouldn't want him to have any control over the ending.
Yeah.
So to be able to take himself out, he's taken all the fun out of getting to prosecute and murder him down the road from those families.
Right. The only thing I would say that
that's the only revenge they can have, retribution they can have, and he took even that from.
I would say the police killing him would be more than I don't know, because death penalty, like you got to sit there and think about that shit. But it's supposed to be not that painful, you know. Getting shot a bunch of times, like that's gonna fucking hurt, you know. So when you die, you're gonna be in like it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, but aren't you just gonna go into shock after a couple seconds and then just kind of bleed out as you're shaking?
Who knows? Maybe.
Yeah.
Wing them and let them bleed out.
Yeah, no, I'd be all for that. Just like kneecap, elbow, and then toe, finger.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to do that game.
Hot fork in the eye.
Yeah,
like
shoulder blade, you know, forearm. Like that I'd be cool with.
Just take your time.
Yeah, methodically. One bullet, wait 5 minutes. Second bullet, wait 5. Like kneecap, wait 5 minutes. And count it down with him, like 1 and 2, until you get to 5 minutes, and then boom, shoot the other kneecap.
Yeah, let him watch. Okay, 3, 2,
1, and elbow.
Where do you want this one?
Nope, you don't get to guess. Elbow, boom, because he keeps going.
Foot in my head.
Peace, hut, foot. Like, no, let's go with elbow. You know,
fuck that guy.
Or I would just take his elbow and I'd mash into something to get that. You know that horrible feeling when you hit your elbow the wrong way, the funny bone?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be worse than being shot. To have someone just grind that fucking elbow and just keep doing it.
Oh, it even hurts thinking about it.
Yeah, it's like a lightning bolt.
Oh, that little spot. Oh.
Yeah.
Don't forget the curb stomp. That'd be a good one, too.
Oh, dude, that's the worst. That's
bite the curb.
That's in part of my nightmares.
Yeah.
The curb stomp. Okay. Yeah, it really is.
All right. Hey.
Great movie, though.
It's a great movie.
American...
fuck.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I was like graffiti, Psycho.
Yeah.
The hell is it?
We did a Cliff Notes Theater about it.
You think about it. Insurance. We all need it. Most of us don't know what kind of coverage we have or who even provides it. Let fellow TDC listener Brent Wasik from Wasik Insurance Services change all that. Brent has over 30 years in the business and offers all types of insurance coverage, auto, home, health, life, business, commercial, and more. So call Brent Wasik at 734-455-1900 and get a free no-obligation quote today. Again, that's 734-455-1900 and ask for Brent Wasik, Wasik Insurance.
We love Brent. He's a good dude. McDonald's Happy Meals.
Yeah.
You a fan?
I mean, not since I was 6.
Right. Were your girls big into that? The Happy Meals?
Not really.
No? I think
when they were kids, yeah, but it was like what the toy was and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. McDonald's is providing adult customers with Happy Meals now.
American History X.
Thank you. God, it's
driving me
probably
nuts.
screaming
I know.
Yeah. Complete with toys. Adult Happy Meals, complete with toys.
Like sex toys?
That's what I would have thought.
Okay.
No. But
you know Grimace is a butt plug, right?
Grimace would make a great butt plug.
Yeah, I think that's what he is anyway.
Yeah. The fast food chain debuted its Cactus Plant Flea Market box as a limited time collaboration with the fashion brand Cactus Plant. They come in a larger box than a child's Happy Meal, include a 10-piece chicken nugget or a Big Mac, an order of medium fries and a medium drink. Besides the box, the thing that makes these meals extra special is the addition of one of our 4 collectible figurines of old school McDonald's mascots.
Okay.
Grimace, the Hamburglar, Birdie, plus a new character named Cactus Buddy as a nod to the collaboration.
Cactus Buddy?
Cactus Buddy. No, you know what?
I don't know anything about that one.
Hamburglar was cool. Grimace was all right.
See, look at.
Yeah, that is a butt plug. It's either that or it's a gumdrop with arms and legs.
Sure, we'll go with that.
So the publication notes, the publication being the Washington Post, among a plethora of failed experiments, the Happy Meal remains a true McDonald's achievement that's been a massive success for 4 decades. Yeah, they target kids, and then they always, isn't it that whenever they've got a toy or whatever, it's always like a movie's coming out,
Usually promotional, yeah.
And there's always more than one, so you got to collect them all.
Yeah.
So that's the game. Guilt these parents into collecting all the prizes, the toys for their little kids.
They used to do them. Ask whether it was for a boy or a girl. Can you still do that?
Oh, I doubt it. No way.
All right, just curious.
Did they? Yeah, they
Absolutely.
did used to do that.
Absolutely, they did. Because it would be you'd either get like a Barbie or a Power Ranger, right, something like that.
Yeah.
So they'd ask if it was boy or girl.
Oh, I still would if I worked there. I would. Is this for a boy or a girl?
How dare you?
How dare you? I don't know. She's only.
No, that would be great to do it in the drive-through. For a boy or a girl? That's a girl. Oh.
Yeah.
Are you assigning your child's gender?
Though they've come under fire, McDonald's, for promoting unhealthy food, the product has remained a menu staple. Why would they come under fire for that? We all know what McDonald's is. Don't give me this shit.
Garbage.
Everyone knows it's garbage. It's delicious garbage, but it's garbage.
Best fries.
Yeah. Great fries. Unbelievable fries. Their Coca-Cola is better than any Coca-Cola you'll ever drink, too.
It's because they put more syrup in it.
I've heard that.
They changed
Maybe you told me that.
Yeah, that's supposedly the
There
secret.
is a marked difference between Coca-Cola at McDonald's and any other fast food joint.
Absolutely right.
100% there is. And that's what it is, right? They add more
gotta be.
sugar or syrup to it.
Yeah, they tweak the mix.
Everyone remembers their first Happy Meal as a kid and the can't sit still feeling as you dug in to see what was inside. Do we all remember the first Happy Meal we got?
Nope.
I sure as hell don't.
Absolutely not.
I mean, that's a marketing thing, I guess, but I don't remember that. The can't sit still feeling of
What's my
what
toy?
toys is it? We always knew what toy was inside.
Of course.
If you wanted to say that about the Cracker Jack box and the toy.
There you go, right?
You know.
Am I getting a tattoo here? What are we talking about?
Right, right. And there were shitty ones. They had stickers, they had tattoos.
I can't remember what else was in
Nipple rings, something. I don't remember what it was.
Clearly.
Something like that. Now, that one, it was like, oh, God, what am I going to get? Please get the tattoo. Please get the tattoo. Anyway, this time, the Little Red Box could turn a regular Tuesday into the best day ever.
Okay,
boy.
get over your fucking self.
Jesus Christ.
Get over
McDonald's.
yourself.
How do you even
McDonald's.
type that up in a press release?
Because they work for McDonald's.
I was going to try it. Now I'm not.
Do you ever realize that Grimace is a butt plug and his name's Grimace? The irony is not lost on me, sir.
That is funny. That's very funny. That's true.
I didn't think about it until I just saw it written there like Grimace.
Grimace, yeah.
Yeah, now it all makes sense.
Can you imagine if when the first Grimace came out in 1950s or whatever, if that's what it was, like Ray Kroc's wife took it in the shitter with a butt plug and she just grimaced her ass off every time.
I got it.
He's like, oh,
Big purple toy.
you know that purple toy you got? I'm going to fucking put a smiley face on it and call it Grimace after you, sweetheart. Can you imagine?
Oh, boy.
I bet that's how they got Grimace.
might
How
be.
else do you make sense of what Grimace is?
I don't
A
know.
purple-looking butt plug that smiles and calls itself Grimace.
Right? I don't know. That's got to be it.
What does that say? What the hell is a grimace?
I don't know.
We all know what a grimace looks like,
Yep.
and we all know the reasons most women have a grimace on their face.
Wrong hole.
So, we had an Iowa high school that hosted a drag event. Awesome.
Did they?
Yeah. Featuring multiple performers who encouraged students to explore their gender identities. One mother blasted the school board members over the alleged failure to address parental concerns. So this is the Gay Straight Alliance Club at Ankeny High School invited drag queen performers in May for their end-of-year meeting without obtaining permission from administrators. Yeah, why would you?
Oh, you can just go rogue like that?
How often are we going to hear this story? They didn't inform school officials. They just think about that. So you take over the auditorium in a school and have a full-on drag performance, and you didn't tell anybody.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Sure.
Sounds like plausible deniability.
They didn't even get permission. One of the drag queens donned a one-shouldered black leotard and long black boots before performing a provocative dance for students. Kimberly Reichs, founder of a parental rights group, Iowa Mama Bears, noted at a Monday school board meeting that officials have neglected to provide the results of their investigation. Halfway through her remarks, the mother of seven removed her sweatpants and jacket to reveal the same outfit that the drag queen had been wearing. You want to see her?
I would love to.
Yeah.
Is this the proper one here?
Yes.
Here we go.
And, feel free to fast forward ahead. We'll see her walk up. And I was like, ooh, she's kind of cute.
Is it a dude?
No.
Oh.
Kimberly.
Oh, okay.
Kimberly Reichs. There you go, right?
Oh, it's concerned parents. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to start off with making sure that your online gate is working, because every time I come up here, it seems to not.
Smoker?
Technical difficulties. I'm making sure that it's still working. Good.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm sitting here today, 129.
Let's get a good look at her here.
So go ahead and fast forward a little bit.
Okay.
You know that you have employees that have flat out violated.
She's about to take it off. There she goes.
Oh.
Make you turn your head. Does this outfit seem appropriate for anybody here to
Yeah,
see?
for
Yeah,
me.
what's wrong with that?
Because if this makes your head turn,
Oh,
and
I
this
can't see her
pisses you
ass.
off,
Yeah.
then it's strict. Because this guy walked into our
This guy.
school doing the exact.
Kimberly, can you address the workplace?
I'm sorry?
This is what the man dressed like in front of our kids. So this makes your head.
Oh, what's her little
spin.
tattoo
This
going on
pisses
there?
I don't know,
you
yeah.
off in any way, shape,
Grimace,
or
maybe?
form. It should.
Probably.
Because I'm embarrassed
It looks
to
like
stand
a-
here in the outfit that I am
It's like the
today,
mask.
But I have a point to prove, and that is that this outfit should
Is it a
not
Guy
be
Fawkes
ever
mask?
accepted in our
Nice titties,
school
right?
Anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
And unless
I mean,
Look at her
from
with her
afar,
boots,
looks
yeah.
like, let me tell you this.
Okay.
She's got 7 kids.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah.
we wear this. But the only way I think
Holding it together pretty well.
Yeah, not terrible. Not
Yeah.
terrible. I mean, yeah.
It's hard to understand her. She was making the point like some dude
Yeah.
came into the school with our children without our
Wearing
permission,
this, yes.
wearing this fucking leotard and dancing around provocatively. Footage of the drag queen event showed the drag queens had discussed gender identity at length with students. When I felt like I couldn't express myself in school, or I felt like I had to look like this at school, I could be whoever I wanted to be. And I started to think, what is gender? And I realized that no matter what pronouns you use, you are who you are. I know on the inside that I am who I am. What? Nice seed to plant for the most easily influenced members of society, by the way.
That's a little less flattering.
Imagine 7 kids ago, though.
I know. Oh, yeah.
Rewind
she had
7
her-
kids.
Yeah, she had her day. She had her moment.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's a less flattering.
Yeah, you didn't have to show me that. I didn't need to see that. It wasn't ideal. And it wasn't to shame her. She's making a very valid point. So when these people complained about this
Yeah.
to the school board, like, hey, why are you bringing dudes dressed as fucking women in here and having them talk extensively about gender ideology with our children? Why are you doing that? The school said, oh, we didn't know anything about it. We will investigate. And so they finished out the year, went through the summer. They're now 30 days into the new school year. So now 131 days have gone by, and they still haven't come to a conclusion about this.
Yeah.
Haven't addressed it yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kicking that can down the road.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
So I will do whatever measures I have to make sure events like this are addressed and resolved, even if that means wearing the exact same outfit as the 21-year-old drag queen performer to prove my point.
Yeah. Funny that they have a problem with her wearing it, but they
Yeah.
don't have a problem with the dude wearing it.
Yeah, right. Crazy how that works.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Top leader in National School Psychologists Association is participating in a group that funds efforts to rehome gay youth to new parents. What could possibly go wrong?
Okay.
I love this idea. So anybody that doesn't like their current living situation with a parent, because obviously any parent who has a gay kid or a trans kid is going to hate their child so much.
Of course.
That you've got to remove that kid from the home, and we'll decide who he's good to live with.
You just don't understand me.
Yeah. Can you imagine all the asinine times kids have run away from home because their parents are being mean?
How do they... Wait. Say that again.
A top leader in a National School Psychologists Association is participating in a group that funds efforts to rehome gay youth to new parents. So these are
Fuck!
I thought you'd have that
What
reaction.
the fuck? What?
No,
The nerve!
the gall.
The balls on this fucking people.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, it's
We...
I'm just sitting back with a bucket of popcorn.
Holy shit. Try and take my fucking kids.
Oh, we will take your kids. Oh, we will. We're just going to rehome them.
Holy shit.
Their current caregiver, caregiver, Troy, doesn't really believe his daughter's not a boy. And so we're going to rehome his daughter.
Wow.
We're going to rehome.
Wow. Like it's a puppy.
The nerve. The gall.
The
fucking
balls of these people.
Amy
think that
Canava.
they can do this.
Amy Canava, chair of the National Association of School Psychologists, or the NASP, LGBTQI2-S committee.
What the fuck?
It's
just getting ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the pound sign to show up or an ampersand.
Yeah.
You know, we're going down to LGBTQ #ampersand. Then it'll be real. The committee participated in discussions on the internal message board for the Pride Liberation Project, the PLP. Not to be confused with LPL.
No.
The PLP. Hi, Cece. Good girl. The group's resources for outed students section advise students who are facing familial rejection or need to leave their home for another reason. So okay, if you're being rejected by your familia, if you're being rejected, or for any other reason, we can find a nice queer family for you to live with. We'll rehome you.
The fuck you will.
For any other reason to leave their home, to reach out to Amy, she, her.
Thanks for putting that in there.
Yeah, Amy, she, her, immediately. They work with Safe Space Nova, are an adult, and can provide you with much more information. Also confidential. Don't have to tell your parents anything. How is this possible?
It doesn't sound legal on any level.
No.
It's kidnapping.
No shit.
It's kidnapping.
It's not your kid. Go have your own kid and do whatever the fuck.
Right.
Give it any warped ideology you want.
Wow.
But you know what? If this family
Because
wants to
obviously-
raise their kid as a Mormon, none of your fucking business.
Yeah.
If they want to raise their kid as in the holiest of holy Christian households, none of your fucking business. None.
Yes.
You don't have to like it. I don't have to like the way you're raising your
The child in danger.
Well, sometimes. I don't know.
I mean, listen, if there's an abusive home, by all means.
To just assume that this is the norm.
Of course.
That most parents, when their kid comes home, here's the problem. My guess is if your 16-year-old comes home and says, Mom, I've been fighting with this, Dad, I've been fighting with this my whole life, but I think the reality is I'm gay. I think most parents would go, okay, we're dealing with a 16-year-old adolescent, not a fully grown adult, but they would know at 16. The problem is when your fucking 4-year-old goes to pre-kindergarten and comes home and starts talking like this.
Starts having that shit put into their head.
Yeah. Squashed into their soft little fucking idiotic brains. And now your 5-year-old comes home claiming to be trans. Yeah, that's a problem.
No, you're not. Oh, they
won't affirm. They won't affirm.
I need to be rehomed. Rehome me stat.
The section went on to say that PLP could rehome students who did not like their parents, as well as pay them money and have an adult pick them up to take them to their new lives.
Sounds like fucking human trafficking.
Sure does. It also said the group could provide false documentation to hide children's whereabouts while they participated in gay activities. So not only are you going to take these parents' kids, you're going to give them fake documentation like, oh, yeah, they're at volleyball practice night.
Yep.
Meanwhile, they're blowing Glenn behind the barn at the park.
Unfucking believable. I mean, it doesn't even compute.
It also said the group could provide false documentation to hide children's whereabouts while they participated in gay activities.
I quit. I give up. I give up. I don't even... This fucking world, man.
In the event of you needing to leave your home, we can provide you with emergency housing from a supportive, queer-friendly adult. Oh, so just take your little boy.
How are we vetting these? Yeah. Yes, I'll take the young gay boys into my home. Absolutely.
Hi, my name's Michael. I'm a queer-friendly adult.
I'm very, very queer-friendly.
Michael, is there any chance you'd like to take this stunningly hot prepubescent teen boy into your home?
Absolutely. God, yes. I'll rehome him immediately.
I have a lovely one-bedroom apartment. It'll fit right
Jesus
in.
Christ, I will rehome the shit out of him. Oh, God, yes, I will. As far as queer-friendly adults go, you're not going to get any better than me.
Oh, my God.
I'll rehome him all night long.
We will work with other supportive adult organizations in the region to find you someone who can provide you a kind and affirming home.
What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing could possibly go wrong. PLP was the subject of glowing national media attention September 27th when it claimed that it got 12,000 students to walk out of class to protest draft guidance from Virginia's Department of Education that schools should not hide a student's gender transition from parents and that schools should accommodate a student's gender transition but do so only with the permission of parents. So the school tried to get those things.
Shit.
And this group, PLP,
who just wants to rehome you with a nice queer-friendly home.
They had a problem with that.
Like, why would you let the parents be involved? This is outrageous.
So they had a student walk out and were getting major good press because they got 12,000 students in the school district to walk out of class. Fast forward 24 hours, they interviewed these students.
Yeah.
The overwhelmingly vast majority admitted they just wanted to get the fuck out of class.
Of course. Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, everybody really stood behind that.
Yeah.
Fucking clowns.
Amy Canova, who works as a counselor at the Wakefield High School in Arlington, Virginia, said school staff are not at liberty to speak to the press. She told the Daily Wire, because the Daily Wire got a hold of this behind-the-scenes
the internal memo.
Internal memo. Exactly.
Funny how that works.
But
It's leaked.
she has no problem speaking freely in other public forums. In September 2020 on a podcast called Out, Now What? She said, there comes a point, unfortunately, for many of these kids where they have to make a choice between their life and their family, and it shouldn't be that way. But I want to see a kid in a home with food and shelter and insurance and support, but I also don't want to lose kids to death.
Let me know how that kid's getting insurance.
Through his
New gay mommy and daddy.
Oh, so this is a legal adoption?
It's a rehome, Troy.
No, I understand. But
Yeah.
insurance doesn't work that way.
It doesn't? Huh.
Oh, no, you just want to shack up with a map and get insurance? No, it doesn't work that way.
Shut up. Just shut up, Troy.
Insurance. No, don't worry. We'll get you on Medicare.
We want these kids to have food, shelter, and insurance.
Fuck.
I will not deny the fact that I have put parents in their place in my office or at school. Can you imagine? Okay.
Oh, no.
So she's bragging on this Out Now What podcast. She's bragging that a dad like Troy Courtney comes into school.
Yeah. She put me in my place.
She put you in your place. I will not deny the fact that I have put parents in their place in my office or at school. And people around me go, can you do that? And I go, I don't know, but I just did. Yeah. If I'm not here tomorrow, you know that I can't. You have to sometimes break rules to do good for kids. You know, then have your own fucking kid.
Yeah.
Have your own kid and leave everyone else's alone. Listen to her next quote. Her next quote, Troy. I had a record day where 5 kids came out to me. I said, this is amazing and exhausting all at the same time. Most of the time, it's like, I think I'm trans, which really means I am trans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Is that what that means?
We'll make sure that,
You remember when you were in class and like 5 students all came out at once? Same day? Remember
my
that?
God, that was amazing. That was
second grade, 4th grade. It was almost every other even year that happened.
It was the best day.
Yeah.
I was so excited.
Where it was like, wait, you too? No way, me 3?
Right?
What?
Come on, let's just go blow each other in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You too? All right.
Yeah. And by the way, a fucking toddler comes up to this counselor and says, I think I'm trans, which means I am trans.
Of course.
That's what the teacher takes from that.
That's what it means.
That's what it means every single time.
Every single.
In a July 2022 episode of the same podcast, she described evading requirements for parental permission. I recognize that parental consent is a big deal. Do you? Do you respect that? I don't think so.
I think you do. No, she understands that it's an inconvenience.
Yeah.
Is what she understands.
And here's what she's going to openly say on a podcast about that. But when I'm doing anything LGBT, I don't worry about that. Let's be honest. It's an electronic permission slip. You type in a parent's name, and I'm like, oh, that parent signed consent. There's no actual signature.
Oh, so
she's
so
mocking.
fraud as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Just mocking the system in place to protect. Yeah, this is how far this has gone, Troy.
Should be in jail.
I do love neuro and gender diverse kids. Those are like my favorite. Nice job playing favorites in the classroom with kids. What would make what does a kid in a classroom want more than anything? Besides acceptance from their teacher, is it acceptance from their teacher? You know, kids want acceptance from the fucking adults.
Of course.
That's what they want. So if you are outwardly saying, I love my neuro and gender diverse kids, those are like my favorite, what do you think's going to happen when those kids find that out?
Yeah.
I wonder how many of them are going to be whatever the fuck neuro and gender diverse kids are. They're all going to claim to be that for acceptance because they're moronic children. When it comes to her own sexuality, she is pansexual.
Of course she is.
I identify as queer, but I'm attracted to a very small but growing percentage of the population and some more trans, masculine, non-binary folks.
Oh, so wait, there's no conflict of interest here, is there?
No.
Not at all.
Why
to
would you
make
even
sure
say
that you want to stock the pond.
Yeah. Right? Create a whole farm system.
What was the term? A small but growing?
Yeah.
We'll make sure that continues to grow.
I'm attracted to a very small but growing percentage of the population. And so more trans, masculine, non-binary folks who may or may not like women, when I'm dating more trans, masculine people, one of the first things I ask, or even when I go out with them, is, how out are you? And what are you out as? Which is the same thing I ask my students.
Congratulations for being
Dude.
a fucking world-class piece of shit.
World-class piece of shit.
Yeah.
Can you imagine when we were in school?
And the saddest part is that these idiot think that they're doing like God's work.
Yeah.
They think that they're doing the right thing.
They think that they're the gall, the nerve, the ball. Again, you've decided for all of us what's best for everybody else's world.
Yeah.
You've decided that.
Yeah.
I wish to God this was going on when your girls were little. I do. You'd probably end up in jail.
Yeah.
But it'd be worth it. It'd be worth it. Because this is blow your brains out psychotic.
It is. I mean, I'm furious. Just sitting here. Furious.
Jordan Sumter, the executive director of Safe Space Nova, told the Daily Wire, Safe Space Nova has no role in rehoming, and this has been made clear to the PLP prior to now and reiterated again today. PLP is a student-run organization. Amy Canova, Amy Canova, the cunt we've been talking about, Amy is not affiliated with PLP. She has corrected some of the misinformation the youth have shared on the Discord server when she has the opportunity to, but the PLP Discord is not monitored by us, nor do we have any role in their decisions. However, in the materials reviewed by the Daily Wire, which were on the private server of the youth-led group, Canova's role was not limited to correcting misinformation. In one post, she said she was looking for kids 13 to 15 looking to be interviewed on camera late next week about their experience as trans, gender nonconforming, gender fluid, non-binary, genderqueer, etc. in schools. Interested? DM me. So does that sound like someone who's has no role? I occasionally will go on there
Totally
and just
impartial.
correct misinformation.
Totally impartial.
By the way, her Instagram page features anal condoms next to a logo saying protect trans kids. You can't make this up.
Wow. Yeah. Salt of the earth.
Said she was working with state delegate on a child protection bill that would make it illegal to not affirm.
Yeah.
She
They walk among us.
She recurred. Yeah, they do. And they're bold. And they don't give a shit.
Yeah, and they're emboldened more every day.
Yeah. She referred to Governor Glenn Youngkin as a Trumpkin. Ooh. And said his assistant superintendent for education belonged to a hate group. Just say it. Well, you belong to a grooming group. How about that, Amy?
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, you belong to a grooming group looking to place 13 to 15-year-old queer kids with queer-friendly homes. What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing. Sounds like a perfect plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking kids from their homes.
Even people who want to adopt kids just to fucking rape them, don't make it this obvious. You know what I mean? Right. Even they try to pretend like, I'm just giving them a loving home. Not that that's the majority of them, I understand.
Oh, no.
So here's the last thing I'll say. She was prefacing a lengthy attack on the official with, let's see if I'm employed next year. They can say you have to implement these, but if there's no enforcement mechanism, you're not going to do shit.
Yeah. Good.
So in other words, she knows
Brazen.
that these are hollow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
Indeed. Okay, this part of the show is brought to you by The Party Pub. If you want to impress everyone at your graduation party, wedding reception, poker night, MMA viewing party, or for any other reason, then you need to contact The Party Pub. It's a massive inflatable pub that can be set up wherever you choose. They also have all the best party games, beanbag toss, badminton, giant inflatable screens, axe throwing, and much, much more. Call Jeff El Jefe at 586-524-6701 or visit thepartypubrentals.com. Take your event to the next level. Tell them TDC sent you, and you're going to get 10% off and 2 free games.
Do you have the running back Jeff Wilson on your squad?
Jeffrey Wilson Jr.?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. You know what they call him?
What do they call him?
Hefe.
Yeah?
The whole team. Every time I see players, they're like, "Oh yeah, well Hefe." It's like, yeah.
You see?
Thought you'd like that.
I do.
Let's get to some email, which is going to lead to our final story of the day.
Okay.
Fellas, if this isn't on your list of hard-hitting and thoughtful journalism takes, then you are just doing something wrong. Keep up the great work. I'd love to hear you and T-Roy analyze this if you have time. I think the biggest crime here is how this petite young lady assaulted blah, blah, blah. From Marcus. And he sends me this story. Now, in fairness, I think the story is on the other side of the globe, Europe.
Okay.
I believe
Across
it's in
the
Europe,
pond.
across the pond. I believe it was in the New York Post like a week ago.
Okay.
I did not see it, but he sent it to us. A woman charged with forcing a man into having sex has been found not guilty after she told a jury that she was too lazy to overtake him.
What?
It's a hell of a defense.
Okay.
Imogen Brooks, she's 30, was accused of pinning down the man at her home after they met on a dating site. According to the victim, Brooke was shit-faced and horny.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yep. When she suggested they have sex and refused to take no for an answer, prosecutor Robert Bryan told jurors after some drinks, they went up to bed, where what he wanted was to go to sleep. Miss Brooke wanted to have sex and was pulling his arm, eventually pulling him onto his back. She pulled him towards her and said, "Well, you may be saying no, but your dick is saying yes." She climbed on top of him and pulled his boxer shorts down. Bryan claimed Brooke, who weighed...
Oh, yeah. She's I'm going to go. Hold on. Let me get a good look at this one here. I'm going to put her at 260.
Oh, you suck. 336.
No way.
Yeah.
That's 3 spins?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, she's bragging in court that she's now 308.
Oh, god damn.
So she lost some weight. So that might be skinny 308 version.
Maybe.
And not 336 version.
Wow. Yeah, geez.
She says I was quite a lot bigger and stronger than the man. He couldn't move her. He wanted to stop.
Well, yeah, who can fucking bench 330
Yeah.
in a bed?
In a stupor.
Good Lord. With your dick inside her.
The act allegedly lasted for 15 minutes before it came to an end. And
I bet it did.
She just turned over and went to sleep.
She got hers?
Not before ripping a giant fart. That's all I'm going to say there.
Oh, man.
The man went and reported the alleged incident to police and admitted that he had an erection, but he didn't want to have one.
Yeah, well, that is a thing, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes the mind and the dick are not on the same page.
Yeah. Dick's just going, what's going on up there?
Yeah, right?
What's all the
Yeah, but she's
commotion up
touching
there?
me. That's fucking...
What's going on up there?
Poking out. I'm out of the boxers now, of course. I'm a stretch.
Oh, shit.
Right? Jesus.
Who are you?
Right? What are you doing to me?
She was on top of him, riding him by leaning on his shoulders. It didn't finish by his ejaculation, but by him losing his erection, and she finally gave up.
Yeah, well...
Who hasn't been there, am I right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was up enough to get in there the first time. Oh, and God, she must have just been dripping. But, I mean... Even at 3
With
bills,
her, it'd be more like leaking, not dripping.
I mean, listen, you can take your dick out of a girl, even if she's 3 bills and fucking sitting on top
pull
of
that
you.
hip.
You can pull it back.
Turtle it. You can make it turtle.
You can turtle it, exactly.
Yeah.
And it lasted 15 minutes. You're telling me this guy was kicking and screaming for 15 minutes until he went soft?
That's what he claims.
The
judge didn't buy it.
I know.
I'll have you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I don't either. Like,
I remember the entire night. I felt violated. I couldn't believe it happened. The following day, she had no memory of what happened.
Buyer's remorse. That's what this is. Oh
Yeah,
my
he
God,
fucked
I
a fat chick.
the
He
buyer.
went hogging.
Yeah,
What are you gonna do?
exactly.
It happens. Brooke denied the charge of causing a person to engage in sexual activity without consent. In the United Kingdom, that crime differs from rape,
Okay.
whereby a person must intentionally and non-consensually penetrate another's vagine, anus, or mouth with a panus.
Okay.
That's all they have for rape. Like, they don't
That's
even
it.
acknowledge men being raped by a woman.
No?
No. Their version of rape, whereby a person must intentionally and non-consensually penetrate another's vagine, anus, or mouth with a panus.
The guys are like, okay.
All right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, nice try.
In the public image, a sexual offender is male and the victim of a sexual offense is female.
Oh,
That
boy.
is a misconception. They are wrongly held views. Meanwhile, Brooke took to the stand earlier this week, insisting she never had sex with her accuser. She insisted his claim that she pinned him down and straddled him for 15 minutes was not plausible. No, 15 minutes on top, I wouldn't. I'm very lazy. I had no sex on top for any duration.
She had, listen, yeah, I'm looking at that. She does not have 15 minutes worth of cardio.
Yeah, stamina.
To go fucking
really
ride
buck
it.
in there.
No, she can sit there and you can do the work. You know, she could probably wiggle it a little bit,
Yeah.
but she's not fucking
Not huffing it for
reverse
15.
cowgirling for 15 minutes. No, she'd be fucking passing out.
I'm a big girl and I'm not confident of my weight or any part of my body. I weigh 308 pounds now, but at the time I weighed 338. I'm going to be bragging about 308.
No.
I mean,
well, I
you
think
lost
that's-
30 pounds. That's great. Good
I
for
think
you.
that- I think she's going with the just look at her defense.
Sort of.
In a way, she's giving
Sort of.
herself the just look at her defense.
Yeah, just look at me.
Look at me. You think I couldn't even figure out which fucking hole to go in.
For me to be on top, I have to get on, balance to the side, and lift up my belly. But I can't. I don't like my body. It took the jury just an hour to find Brooke not guilty of the charge, with the accused bursting into tears of happiness in the courtroom. Brooke insisted the pair merely kissed in the bedroom. After the pair made out in the bedroom, she, of course, went to check on onion rings she had put in the oven earlier in the evening.
Jesus Christ.
I
Earlier in the evening, how fucking...
would have.
I mean, we've all been there.
I would have
Fuck
checked.
the pizza.
Yeah.
Fucking just
Yeah.
burnt to a crisp.
Of course, she's making onion rings at 2 a.m, shit faced. Of
Yeah.
course.
No, that you know what? And nothing fucking makes me want to make out with a moose more than onion ring breath.
Yeah. Oh, it gets better. I would have checked if they were cooked or needed a bit longer of cooking and put mayonnaise on the plate.
Well, that's a British thing.
I know it is. When she returned to the bedroom, she claimed the man had fallen asleep, and so she just ate all the onion rings and mayo herself.
Oh, good. I get them all. He's asleep.
He's probably a twig, too. He's probably a $1.20, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Doesn't
That's
it
generally how that
scream one of
works.
those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, logistically, you almost have to be.
Yeah.
It's hard to go big on big. It's just a lot of
Yeah,
shit
how do
in
you
the
do
way.
big on big? Does big on big work? I mean, it obviously
You just
works.
gotta, it does. You just, it's a little tricky with the angles.
I got to be honest,
think.
man. When I was at my biggest, which was a few pounds heavier than I am now, it was like getting to the white position was a little difficult. I can't imagine adding 200 pounds to me. Mm-hmm. How would you even get an arm around to do that?
I don't know.
I mean, that's one of my big fears.
Yeah.
Is getting friggin' huge and then not being able to, like, I suppose you could have it on a stick. You know.
I guess. Yeah, let's hope that never happens.
Yeah.
And just stay away from the big uns.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll rape you.
And if you have a night of regrettable sex and you're a guy,
Yeah.
you know, I know a lot of girls like to do this, lean on like, oh, yeah,
I mean,
I was taking advantage of. If you're a guy, just eat shit, go home, laugh about it with your buddies, and move on.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like, I could see if, like, she was bragging about it the next day, like, posting pictures and shit, and the guy's like, Jesus Christ, now everybody knows I fucked you.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
No, rape.
I was raped.
Rape.
Yeah.
My dick was hard, but, my dick said yes, but my mind said no.
Yeah. And her defense is, I'm so huge, there's no way I could have done this.
Yeah.
And the judge went, yeah, I agree with you.
yeah,
You're a
right.
nightmare. You're a nightmare.
Yeah, logistics are on your side.
Yeah. I don't know what happened in that bedroom. I don't want to know what happened in that bedroom, but I
No.
think, for his sake, just eat that one and move on.
No, don't eat that one.
Well, that story.
Just take the
Eat
L
that story.
and
Take
move
the L.
on. Yeah,
take a
that's
big
bad.
fucking L.
Yeah.
You went 0-16 that
All the
season.
L's, yeah.
You got all the L's that night.
and be grateful you dodged the onion ring breath.
And mayo breath.
She's playing ring toss with the onion rings on his cock, eating them off his cock.
That's not mayo.
Right.
It wasn't onion rings and mayo.
Like it comes out like the onion ring tower at the store, at the restaurant. Oh, that's not mayo.
Oh, that's funny.
Make your own mayo.
Let's call it a day there. We'll be back. I haven't talked to Henson yet, but I'm sure we'll do a show with him tomorrow. And yeah, thank you everybody for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back Monday, but we'll do some stuff tomorrow and some other stuff.
Yeah, for the shit show abortion
dumpster fire
abortion shit. Sorry, DFAS.
DFAS. Exactly. We'll get on that. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend.